everyone. I am Sarah Schaaf, and I run the community at one of the top 50 sites in the world, and it's called Imgur, and it's pretty awesome. So before we jump into this question, which I'm sure you're wondering where I'm going to go with, I just want to tell you a little bit about it. Imgur is an image sharing community where people from all around the world are sharing and voting on entertaining images that lift the world's spirits. So this is stuff like interesting DIY projects, dogs eating at restaurants, funny memes, and it goes on from there. And over the years, Imgur has grown to about 150 million active users every month. One of those users calls himself a new badly photoshopped photo of Michael Cera every day. If you're racking your brain, yes, that username does refer to the ultimate awkward celebrity, Michael Cera. But on Imgur, we have come to know this user as Cera Guy for short. And the username refers to exactly what he does. That is, he takes the same photo of Michael Cera and photoshops it into hilarious contexts of all kinds. And he posts one of these on Imgur every single day. And it started with just simple stills of Cera popping up in notable scenes that you might remember. And from there, it evolved from stills to GIFs. And this is when things started to get really good. So the next iteration of the Cera meme is what we now call the Cera surprise, meaning that you never know when you're going to be scrolling and Cera is going to pop up next. And the community came to interact with this as a game. They would try to spot the username before being surprised or catch it in the newest section before it got popular. And at this point, we were seeing the Cera meme drive a ton of organic engagement in the form of views, votes, and comments. And that brings me to the point that I would like to share with you guys today. That is that the biggest opportunities for engagement aren't always planned. I think we spend a ton of time as community experts planning ahead and looking toward the future at what we're going to do. But it's important not to forget that amazing things are happening in your community right in front of you. And some of that can be the biggest inspiration. So it's important to recognize those cues. We have a small community team at Imgur, and this is us on Fanny Pack Day. And we have, of course, tools and schedules, just like everybody else. But we find that the most important way to spot the cues is to simply just be a part of our community. And to do that, we spend a ton of time in the comments. We're racking through posts to see what's coming up. And we always have our finger on the pulse of what's going on. And the biggest cue that proved to us that Cera Guy was something to drive additional engagement was, again, at that Cera surprise moment. So as you can see, this was equal parts ridiculous, hilarious, and it was something that no one else was doing or that we had seen before. But the community was loving this, and so we knew we had to get involved. And to do that, we jumped in. We jumped into the comments section. I actually came to work one day dressed as Michael Cera. And a coworker posted about this on Imgur, and it became this really funny official validation for the community that, oh my gosh, Imgur, the company, actually loves this thing that we're doing. And so they were posting in the comments, what a time to be alive, Sarah Schaaf dressed as Cera. And so the Cera meme continued at the pace promised of one every single day until just about at the year mark. Cera Guy reached out to me. And he said, hey, I've been doing this for quite some time now. I'm thinking about, at my anniversary on the 1 year, retiring from posting one Cera every day. Could have been a sad moment and the saddest Cera surprise of them all, but we weren't ready to say goodbye just yet. So we took this opportunity to send this meme into the history books. And to do that, we created a campaign on Imgur where we made a special section and called it A New Cera Every Day. And we invited the entire Imgur community to post to that section and create their own bad photoshops. Now, this put an entire new twist on the meme. For the first time, we were seeing the community at large creating these things and iterating on what Cera Guy had already done. And we saw this drive a ton of additional engagement in the weekend that it ran. So that's to the tune of 3,000 new Ceras created, 600,000 comments, and millions of views and votes during this weekend. And to cap it all off, we actually collaborated with the Cera Guy himself to reveal the man behind the meme in one final post. And in this post, he just showed himself. This is him. That's the Cera Guy. And he talks about all the fun he had with the community throughout the year and sort of reminisced on what he'd been through. And this was such a highlight to the community that actually to this day, it is one of the highest scoring posts of all time on Imgur, to the tune of 10 million views and something like 50,000 votes. That is huge. We've been around for 7 years, so to see this be one of the highest scoring is really, really cool, special moment. So again, zooming back out, the thing to remember, I think, is that the biggest opportunities can't always be planned. We could have never preempted a Sarah photoshopping meme on Imgur, but we were able to spot the cues and jump in. And we see that we get most of our inspiration from our community. And so we take time to spot organic trends. For you, don't be a bystander to the amazing things that your community is already doing. Embrace those things. Jump right in, have fun with it. When you've found the thing that's special to latch onto, amplify it and blow it out for engagement. We have seen this formula work time and time again on Imgur, whether it's for live events or support interactions, even developing the product. We try to spot the trends, embrace them, and amplify. So saying all that, I know not every community has a community member quite like a newly badly photoshopped photo of Michael Cera every day, but I firmly believe that every community does have its own unique opportunities and characteristics, and you guys are the people that know what that is for your community. So find that thing, embrace it, and of course, just have fun with it. And that is my time, so goodbye to you all. Thanks for having me.